Alright, so I'm back with another video. Somebody asked me when would I fully transition over to futures? Do I foresee myself doing that? And I'm gonna give you a quick disclaimer and answer to all that because I feel like this is a good conversation. So I'll put the question up on the screen, and I'm introducing a futures robot at the same time because when I dropped that last video, y'all didn't really care too much, and a lot of it is because y'all are all on futures and following around. And I feel like I need to address that because to me, that's kind of the problem with trading in general and why so many people are not good at it. I noticed there's this trend of people saying that they're on futures and now all of a sudden these great traders, they're these better traders, but it's really not a difference as far as when you learn how to trade, where you trade, what industry, whether it be options, futures, or Forex, guys. I started out with options, I started out with futures before I landed on Forex. Why did I land in Forex? And I'm going to just be transparent about it, what a lot of people will and will not say. Well, because it was cheaper. The threshold to enter was much cheaper, and all of the cool kids were doing it. And as usual, me being the black sheep of this industry, everybody's trading futures. So of course I'm not going to be really posting my futures trade. I'm going to be posting my Forex trades because that's where I was successful at. A lot of people are following, and all of you doing is disrupting you're distracting and disrupting yourself from getting to where you need to be. If you are somebody who's struggling with being a consistent trader, you need to just pick one of these and just stay with it, whether it be options, futures, Forex. I'm not saying stay at Forex, of course, but whatever it is, if it's futures, whatever, just stay there. And then once you get good, you can kind of venture back out. Like I started out with Forex and futures and I wasn't good at trading. And once I got good at trading and I went back over to futures, I did it quietly. I didn't really make an announcement and feel the need to try and, follow the crowd, because that's not what I do. As an automated robot specialist, developer, obviously I do things that are, outside of the norm. That should be common sense at this point. However, with that being said, let's get into it. So right now, look at this chart. As you can see, I'm trading copper here, right? So you trade contracts on futures versus taking lot sizes on Forex, right? But look at the price action. Look at the actual candles. And this is why, you got to know how to trade. Because this is the type of thing that would be difficult for somebody who never traded all these gaps to be successful at trading this. Okay, now this is where the fair value gap robot, excels. It's very good at futures trading. Swing trading, all that. It's a little different here. But if you pay attention to the robot and these ziggly lines you see on your chart, you see where it was entering out of the trade and closing. It was doing a lot of this because it was closing trades that went in the opposite direction. Now, I'm not going to really use this too much to promote the robot. As you can see, the robot is in a manual trade and the robot is doing pretty well for itself, right? Okay, so let's skip the robot for a second. Let's get into the actual conversation. I personally don't foresee myself committing to one industry, simply because all of the nonsense that happened in Forex is happening in futures now, right? And since that's happening here, it may start going to options next. We might start seeing a lot of weird things now. Forex had regulated brokers, but people treated Forex like it was a bad word because the unregulated side of Forex got attacked. People just didn't want to be bothered with the regulated side. Okay, cool. But what was the reason to jump ship and run over to futures? You really had none. Now, what I'm about to say in this video is a little controversial, and I'm pretty sure it'll get overlooked because most of the things that I say that are true get overlooked. A lot of people wanted to push y'all off of the MetaTrader platform simply because they wanted more control over your trades. I don't know how y'all didn't figure that out. A lot of y'all come to the group, and I see some of y'all posting these manipulated scenarios on other platforms. So I ain't gonna get into platform bashing, but y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a main one too that does it. And if you don't follow my channel, you would not understand why would you be trying to trade on a white label version of an original broker that's out there. That's the first mistake. If you see you're getting manipulated when you left MetaTrader more on futures and on other platforms, it should tell you something. It should tell you that that's why they sent you there. The people who are influencing you to go to these other platforms understand what's happening here. It's about money. So why would you think it was what, that they like you? No, it's about money. Instagram, there's a lot of people in there that, that influence is used to generate money. If you have a good flow of followers and traffic, you're gonna get approached and get sponsored deals, people offering you money, and it's the same thing here. So MetaTrader was going through it, and it started cleaning up house, and along with that, people started manipulating that situation into turning it into it's an apocalypse of MetaTrader, and to a degree, it was for the fake trading side of it, which is the majority of it. So there's people running around thinking MetaTrader doesn't exist. Okay, but like I said, if it's still there, and you were there, and you were profitable, why would you leave? So I'm trying to get y'all to understand what you're seeing here. A lot of people left because, simply put, even some of my close people I trade with it, I understand it. I'm not knocking this, but I'm keeping it real. They were not that profitable consistently, so they tried futures and they ended up feeling like they liked it better. Now I'm here to tell y'all the dark side of that. Look at the chart once again. Go back to this chart that I'm talking over, and look at all these gaps and how nasty the price action is. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So it goes back to the original point I was making. If you know how to trade, you can go anywhere. You're fine. You can go to options. You can go to forex. You can go to futures. You can go anywhere and trade and be fine. If you do not know how to trade, then you might as well just stay whatever platform you want at and try to figure it out. So I wanted to make a quick video to answer that and show you, yes, I trade futures, but do I foresee myself switching over fully? No. I don't see the reason to. Like, somebody asked me in forex, I was in a winning trade, and they said, why would you not close the trade? I said, because there's more pips to get in this position I'm in. And the person just never thought of that. Once you win, you close. How do you make up for the losses if that's how you're going to trade? You understand? So I know this video is going to probably go over a lot of people's heads, but I'm just trying to give y'all some wisdom from a perspective of think about it. If everybody was profitable in the forex, why would they have ran over the futures? And why is everybody all of a sudden on futures saying that they're profitable, but meanwhile they're not showing you no trades? You see how I'm talking to you over a live trade? These people not showing y'all no trades. Now I'm gonna give you the pros and the cons to why I actually prefer forex over futures, and I'm gonna tell you it's not nothing that should change your mind. If you decide to go down the futures route, that's fine. But me personally, I don't like the fact that every time I'm getting in a groove of a trade, I have to lose the position I'm in because they have contracts and those contracts expire. So if I'm in a trade for a month, next month I might be having to close the trade, or they'll close the trade for me because the contract expired. So it's really unswing trader friendly, which is one of the pros and cons of futures and forex that I don't like. The other one is that the price action is really kind of gross. So it's encouraging people to kind of spend less time on the market, and it's encouraging people to really take a risk more when they take a trade, just because of the price action on a lot of candles, on a lot of contracts. So that's one of the reasons I just would not see myself switching over fully. Would I stop trading forex and just futures? If I do ever do that, that's probably just because something happened, was temporary. But I would never pick one over the other. I do treat futures like a secondary trading platform or trading option because I got successful at forex. So why would I? Do I think futures is bad? No. Do I have anything bad to say about futures? No. The only thing I will point out to most people who actually talk about this situation, do you have the money to trade futures? Because remember, you have to pay for things like the market. You have to pay for the data, and if you're paying for that data, you have to keep that in mind along with when you take these contracts. It's different. It's not like you could come and take a contract and get this 10-cent trade going and turn 10 cents into 10,000. It's not going to happen there. And once again, I don't even condone that anyway, but I just want to point out that you don't have as much control over your trade as you may think once you get into futures. It's a little bit more limited, and you have to be more, how can I put it, sure of your position when you take the trade, because it can get really expensive, especially if you're losing. You can lose a lot of money a lot faster with futures than you can with forex. So that's some of my pros and cons, and I did speak about this before in another video, but I figured I'd just let you hear it again for those who ask me, well, do I see myself switching over fully? Why would I? Is what I would ask you, and y'all have to realize that this is also part of the gimmicks that go on where people find ways to corral and hurt money out of you. Some of y'all are on brokers that y'all keep saying your trade is not triggering, the broker's freezing. And if you follow me for a while, you should know to be careful following these new platforms or following influencers that tell you to go certain places, because when they do that a lot of times it's because they want you to go over there and do business so that they can make money. It's not about you actually winning your trades and being good at it. So hopefully with that being said, I was able to answer this question and bring some insight to you. This is the Bank Specialist 3 MT5 MetaTrader robot. It is available on TradeGameOfficial.com. And as you can see, man, I'm just chilling and I'm taking it easy. And I'm in this trade right here, and that's it. So yes, I do trade futures, obviously. However, I don't see myself fully switching over to futures. No, I don't. I don't like the fact that you have to pay for data. I do like the fact that the data means that the market is the same market that every futures trader is seeing. That's definitely a big plus as far as manipulation. However, I trade so much on Forex that it doesn't matter to me, because I'm looking at this chart on so many different brokers. I could see if anything's happening. And for the most part, I feel like the charts have been kind of clear and clean. And hopefully that answers the question of do I see myself switching over? I don't see myself having full loyalty to anything other than the platform that pays me the most, which would be Forex MetaTrader 4. So that's why you don't see me promote MetaTrader 5, TradingView, all these other platforms. I go where it works, and I suggest you do that too, because a lot of y'all are trading futures just because y'all were told y'all should. Y'all were told that, oh, it's uncertainty in the market. And I want to leave off by telling y'all, uncertainty in the market is going to happen no matter where you go. If you're successful, there's going to always be scares to shake you up and you know, disrupt you if you let it. There was really no reason to get to the point where everybody just left and they're trading you know, a whole new platform, y'all experimenting with brokers and all that. It was no real reason for that, but it is what it is. And I know influencers have to influence and people like to follow, so I'm not going to bash it. I'm just going to give you my take on it and what I think about it. And I'm going to end the video here, man, and good luck to everybody out there that decided to switch over, and hopefully it's more profitable. I mean, from what I hear, everybody's saying it, but then I don't see people posting trades or posting how good their life is and how it changed when they went to futures. Everyone's just saying that, and they also have a link for you to hit when they say it. So it's up to you to decide what you think about this, but I'm probably going to stick to what I know best, which is Forex, and I'll trade futures on the side as a just in case precautionary measure in case Forex for some odd reason decides to go away. And that's the only reason I'm actually on futures. I'm going to end the video here. And remember, invest in yourself before somebody else do it, because they probably will. Later.